Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cowboys Central, your go-to spot for all things Dallas Cowboys football. I'm your host, and folks, if you're a die-hard member of Cowboys Nation, buckle up because today we're diving into the future, way into the off-season vibes of 2026. You know, with the season still grinding through its final 4 games here in 2025, it's tough not to daydream about what's next for America's team. After all, the Cowboys have been that roller coaster ride, thrilling highs with that explosive offense, but oh man, those defensive heartbreaks that leave us all yelling at the TV. But what if I told you a fresh mock draft could flip the script and turn this defense into a powerhouse? That's right, we're talking about Alec Elijah's latest 3-round NFL mock draft for 2026, where the Cowboys load up on Buckeye talent to shore up their weaknesses. Stick around, because we're breaking it all down with analysis, history, and a peek at what this could mean for the star. First off, let's set the stage. The Dallas Cowboys, under the steady hand of offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, who's been instilling that winning culture, are sitting pretty on offense. Dak Prescott slinging lasers to CD Lamb, that running game churning with whoever's back there. It's elite stuff, good enough to hang with any team in the league. But defense. That's been the Achilles heel, folks. Missed tackles, coverage breakdowns, and a secondary that's cried out for leadership. Enter this mock draft, where the Cowboys, armed with 2 first-round picks, go all in on defense from the Ohio State Buckeyes. Yeah, you heard that right. 2 Buckeyes in the first round. It's like Christmas came early for defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer, assuming he's still calling the shots. Let's jump into the picks. With the 15th overall selection, the Cowboys snag Caleb Downs, the safety out of Ohio State. Elijah calls him a Swiss Army knife, and boy, does that fit. Downs is versatile, with elite athleticism, a sky-high football IQ, and coverage skills that make receivers disappear. In his write-up, Elijah says, Downs deserves to be a top 10 pick in his class. His exceptional traits would have had him going first round last year if he was eligible. Imagine that, a guy who can play deep safety, slot corner, even blitz off the edge. For the Cowboys, who haven't had a true game-changer at safety since, well, let's be real, it's been a while. Think back to the days of Darren Woodson in the 90s, that tackling machine who anchored those Super Bowl defenses. Downs could be that heir apparent, bringing stability to a secondary that's been leaky against the pass. Stat-wise, Ohio State's defense has been lights out this year, and Downs is a big reason why, with his instincts leading to interceptions and forced fumbles that flip games. But wait, there's more. The Cowboys aren't done raiding Columbus. At pick 28, which they acquired from the Green Bay Packers in that mid-season blockbuster trade of Micah Parsons. Yeah, that one still stings a bit, doesn't it? Losing a generational edge rusher like Parsons, who's been the heart of this defense since 2021, with his 40-plus sacks and relentless motor. But hey, trades happen in the NFL, and this one nets them a late first-rounder to rebuild. Enter Sonny Styles, another Buckeye, this time a linebacker who's a converted safety. Styles is the definition of multifunctional, elite in coverage, fearless against the run, and get this, in 86 tackle attempts this season, he hasn't missed a single one. 0 misses. That's the kind of reliability that could pair perfectly with whoever's left on that linebacking core, maybe alongside DeMarvion Overshown or a veteran like Eric Kendricks if he's re-signed. Now, let's dive deeper into why these picks make sense. Tactically, the Cowboys' defense has ranked in the bottom half of the league in points allowed this year, and injuries haven't helped. Remember that Eagles game earlier this season where Philly's Saquon Barkley gashed them for over 150 yards? Ouch. Styles could plug those run lanes with his sideline-to-sideline speed, while Downs elevates the back end, allowing Trayvon Diggs and Darren Bland to play more aggressively at corner. Comparatively, look at past drafts. In 2021, they took Parsons at 12, and he transformed everything. These Buckeyes could do the same. Ohio State's program under Ryan Day has produced NFL studs like Chase Young and the Bosa brothers, defensive beasts who dominate. Downs, at 6 foot, 205 pounds, ran a sub 4.440 at his pro day projections, and Styles? His film shows him blanketing tight ends like they're statues. Speaking of history, the Cowboys' legacy is built on defense as much as those flashy offenses. Flashback to the doomsday defense of the 70s with legends like Bob Lilly and Randy White, or the 90s triplets era where Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin got the glory, but it was the defense sealing those 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Dallas roots run deep, Founded in 1960, nicknamed America's Team by NFL Films in 1979 for their nationwide appeal. And those rivalries? The NFC East is a bloodbath. The Eagles with their Philly special swagger, the Giants who spoiled our seasons more times than I can count, and don't get me started on the Commanders. A revamped defense like this could mean owning the division again, especially if Dak stays healthy and the offense keeps scoring 30-plus points a game. To get the inside scoop, I reached out, hypothetically of course, to some voices in the Cowboys' orbit. Imagine Coach Mike McCarthy saying, "Caleb Downs? That's the kind of player who changes your secondary overnight. His versatility lets us get creative on third downs." Or a fictional fan quote from Jerry in Arlington, "As a lifelong Cowboys fan, trading Parsons hurt, but grabbing Styles? That's rebuilding the right way, tough, smart, and hungry." Even a made-up expert opinion from NFL analyst Mel Kiper Jr., "Dallas is smart here. In a draft deep at safety and linebacker, these Buckeyes are steals. Downs could be all-pro by year 2. And let's not forget pop culture ties. The Cowboys have been in movies like Any Given Sunday, and stars like Post Malone repping the star. With picks like these, imagine the hype videos set to country anthems blasting in AT&T Stadium, that massive jumbotron lighting up with Buckeye highlights. Looking ahead, what does this mean for 2026? If the Cowboys finish strong in these last 4 games, maybe sneak into the playoffs, they enter the offseason with momentum. These draft additions could vault them back into Super Bowl contention, especially if they address edge rusher in later rounds or free agency. Predictions. I see Downs snagging Rookie of the Year votes, Styles anchoring a top 10 run defense, and Dallas challenging for the NFC East crown. But it's not just about wins. It's about restoring that swagger, that fear factor opponents feel when facing the silver and blue. Cowboys fans, this mock draft has us buzzing, proof that the future's bright under the star. So, tune in next week for more breakdowns, and don't miss those final games of 2025. Whether you're tailgating at AT&T or cheering from home, let's keep the faith. This is Cowboys Central signing off. Go Cowboys!